Hi, let's look at some balance issues, or where you could possibly be feeling like you are struggling maintaining the balance with your emotions, where you're feeling, where you're at, what's going on. And the One of Scrolls, on track. Number 17, the Lookout. Number 14, Initiation, and the Count Saint Germain. And on the bottom, we have number 18, Up in the Air. So I feel like you're feeling all out of balance and out of whack because you're kind of between cycles. And you're on the right track and you're going where you need to be going and everything's going how it should. But that doesn't make it feel any easier because I feel this kind of like nervous, restless, like what's going on, what's happening, can't see the forest for the trees kind of thing. Because sometimes whenever we are so used to things going in cycles and working through things in a certain way, it can be, there's a moth, concerning whenever things are no longer like that. But this is part of the process. It really is. And you know, 1 and 4 is change. That's the number 5. But things really do feel up in the air for you right now. And you are completely, I want to say that you're completely valid in feeling like you're on this roller coaster. Like you feel like your ship is sinking. You don't know where your train's going, what track you're on. Where's your balloon even going? What's happening? And that's fine. You're supposed to feel that way right now. That's kind of your opportunity right now to learn how to not only balance the way that you're feeling as much as you can on your own, but also learn to work through the ways that you do feel and then reflect on that. So if you're feeling completely calm and fine and chill one minute and the next minute you're feeling anxious and stressed and all kind of blah, it's also an opportunity for you to look at both sides of that spectrum that you're bouncing between and figure out what it is that's helping you to feel that way so that you can feel more or less of and pinpoint the reason behind it, because there's a why for everything. There's always a why. Every behavior, there's a reason for it. Okay? I've said that for years, kind of off subject, but my own daughter is nonverbal and she's got multiple disabilities, but her body language has always been my main form of language for her communication. And she does specific things for specific reasons, because there's a reason why behind every action that she has, every action she takes, everything she does. There's a reason for it. For instance, I mean, if you watch the videos that I post, you see my hands and my arms are always covered. And that's for me choosing to assist her in trying to help her to self-regulate and to self-soothe and whatnot. But the reason that she's doing that is because she's feeling a certain way. And each action that she makes is my cue for the reason behind it. And I know that that was kind of seemingly off subject, but that's an example of there is nobody's, she's not going to be able to say, hey, I feel nervous. Hey, my ear hurts. Hey, my stomach hurts. She's never going to, well, not never, okay? She's not able to tell me that. She does have things that she does that can indicate that. And if I were to just look at her behaviors and the way that she was acting, instead of the reason that she was acting that way, that wouldn't get us anywhere. That wouldn't solve anything. That wouldn't help. And my job is to help her. So I'm just really feeling like I really want to stress the importance of there's always a why. There's a reason why you're feeling off balance. There's a reason why you're feeling like this. And it's okay to feel like this. I'm not saying it's bad to. I'm not saying that any emotion you have is negative or bad, because it's not. It's fine to feel however you feel, whatever that may be. But pay attention to the way that your body is reacting, the way that your body is feeling, and what you do in order to attempt to self-soothe. Because if you pick at your nails when you're nervous and all you think about is not wanting to pick at your nails instead of not wanting to be nervous so that you don't pick at your nails, then that's going to be counterproductive, because you're just replacing one behavior with another. Super long tangent. I don't know what that was about, but it was important. Number 43, Autumn. 47, Magic Fish. And number 15, Discovery. So this card is all about releasing, which is kind of what you're doing while you're between these cycles and kind of in your rest period, your waiting period, and releasing your pent up emotions or habits or ways of thinking that you know are not right, but you might not quite know exactly why you have those ideas or thought processes. So this is your time for releasing all of that while you're waiting to get on your train to the next part of your journey. And this card is all about intention. So really working on alchemizing your feelings and releasing whatever you need to with the intention of not taking that stuff with you when you go to the next spot. When you move forward, you want to move all the way forward and not be carrying extra luggage, extra baggage, whatever. This is your time to really find that why, to find that reason for the feeling, for the behavior, for the thought, for the whatever, and process that. And this card is all about potential. And in order for you to reach your full potential and fly away up in the air to wherever it is that you are meant to go or you want to go, you're going to have to do this work. This is something you're going to have to do. And I feel as though you choose to a certain extent how long you're going to drag this waiting period out. Because until you're able to at least see or realize that you do have a fuller potential than what you are living up to right now, or that you are expecting or wanting or whatever, if you're limiting yourself, you're not going to be able to take action. Like you can't do what you should be doing. I don't know. This whole reading seems like it's kind of all over, but that is kind of the gist of it, I guess. So, whatevs. I'm just the messenger. I'm just looking at cardstock. I don't know. Infinity, unlimited potential. See, you are not seeing your unlimited potential because you are in the space right now that is the process of recognizing that potential by going through your habits and going through your processes, your behaviors, whatever. And not only identifying those and working on those, but also trying to replace the ways that you might be doing things that are self-destructive, that are harmful. Trying to think of how to explain it. I used to pick my nails really bad. Haven't done it in years. But whenever I went to switch from doing that, because I really didn't want to be having bloody hands all the time, which now I do anyway, but I would wear a bracelet and I would spin that bracelet instead. Okay, it's still an outward, we all have stims, we all have self-stimulating behavior, we all have things that we do, okay? It's a thing, it's a human thing, it's what we do. But by replacing the picking with the spinning, I was able to cause myself less harm. Not that I was trying to stop doing anything, I was just trying to replace it with a better alternative. Because we're all humans and we're all going to feel certain types of way at times. But how you choose to do with what you feel that way is your thing that you need to be working on right now, I think. Mountains, obstacles, and maybe this is really like, it feels like climbing a mountain for you. And if you think that you have just way too much to change and way too much to work on, like one little thing at a time. And if you fall back or you slip backwards or, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, we all do it. It's part of being human. It's all part of this journey, and you're not going to mess anything up. You're not going to stop your ships from coming in. You're not going to stop your balloon from going where it needs to go or your train from going on the track. If you have to take a little bit of extra time to really work on these habits, because time is made up anyway. And confirmation with angel numbers. So if you need a little bit of extra encouragement, that's absolutely fine. Whoever it is you pray to, whatever it is you believe in, tell them you want a sign. You're allowed to do that. You have, depending on what you believe in, you have a spirit team or, God or whatever, like, they want to help you and they want to make you feel better and they want to help you achieve what you want to achieve. And by asking for extra confirmation or extra encouragement, like, you're not doing them a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice by choosing not to do that, because you're not going to bother them. Like, they're literally here, like, part of your team to help you. They would like to help you, but you have to let them. You have to invite them. And we have disruption. So that disruptive feeling as though either you're not worthy of wherever it is you want to go, or disruptive patterns, behaviors, thoughts, whatever. Energy. Where are you spending your energy and how can you better do that? You're not actually, you might be alone in 3D, okay? Like a lot of us are on this path. And I know that you probably get tired of hearing it, but like, you do have help in the other realms. You do have assistance. You can ask for them. It gets lonely, okay? I know that. I really do. But a lot of us that are on this path are on this path alone, at least for a time, because we need to learn to handle ourselves. And we need to fix our issues and our cycles and things like that. Like, This is all about self. This is about you taking care of you in a way that's best for you to genuinely care about you as you would care about someone else that you loved. Adventure, vacation, go on a picnic. So also, there's more to life than just healing and working and healing and working and healing and working. And it's completely fine to take a break and to rest. You're not going to delay yourself any further by taking one day or 1 week or whatever it is that you need to just not be doing the utmost everything. Maybe get something nice for yourself. If there's something that you've been eyeing on your Amazon list or whatever it is, maybe there's a deck that you want, maybe there's a piece of jewelry that you want, maybe you want to find, you know, a fancy bracelet to spin around instead of picking your nails. I don't know. You will get it done. It will happen. It's gonna be all right. I know that you're tired. I know. And it just fucking sucks right now. Like, I get it. But think about things that are going right for you and really focus on those. And I'm not saying only be grateful, toxic, positivity, whatever. Let's get a couple songs. I haven't done that in a while. That wasn't, that was not a real shuffle. Come on now. Come on. All of these can be found on YouTube. That's where I found them. Revolution by The Score. One for the Money by Escape the Fate. Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. So, not exactly a super, you know, uplifting, happy, positive thing. But somebody needed to hear this. And there's no shame in where you're at. And there's no shame in where you've been. You can hold yourself accountable without blaming. You can hold yourself accountable without shaming or guilting or doing any of that. And that might be something to really think about and really work on too. You might feel like you're at the very bottom of a well right now, but you'll get out of it. You really will. Take this time. Rest when you need to rest, even when you don't want to. Ride the wave. Be on this ridiculous roller coaster that is your emotions. Because if you just suppress it, then that's not going to help you later. If you have a whole wall with a bunch of emotions and shit that you don't want to feel that you've shoved behind it, eventually that dam's going to break and you're going to be right back here in the exact same spot. Maybe not in the same spot in life, but the same spot as far as this lesson goes. And you don't want to repeat your lessons. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Earth School, like, it is rough. But we're all here. We all have our own lessons. And right now, I just really want you to focus on yourself and the way that you feel and the why that you feel and what you can do about that. Don't shove it away. Don't push it away. Don't throw it behind a wall. Sit with it and see what you can genuinely do about it. Is it something that you can fix? Is it something that's even your place to fix? Is it your responsibility? Is it your business? Question the shit out of everything. And that doesn't mean be a skeptic. That means just look in the mirror and do a little introspection. You'll be okay. It's gonna be all right.